Hello, 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 and welcome back to this Let's Play of Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. I'm your host, guide, and sometimes entertainer, Mr. Navidon. And we left off last episode by boarding the Lady Vengeance. And we got all the XP that we could from the ship up to this point. And I did, off camera, do all the looting down below. So I wanted to show that real quick. As you can see, I found a lot of stuff down there. And just a couple of things of worth noting is that these glasses that you see down on the table, yeah, make sure you grab them. They're worth a pretty penny. The same with the pictures. So I got so much stuff from down there that I had to borrow Fane's The Reckoning two-handed mace so that I wasn't over encumbered by carry weight. But we're good there now. So next thing for me to do is go to Gareth. We're going to try to get rid of as much of this weight as possible. However much he can afford. Okay, but before that, let's look at XP. We are sitting at 324,400, which I'm still have the Stingtail curse of minus 500, but it's not slowing us down. Look, we only have 16% left to go, and we are at level 10, and we'll have that in the next fight. But Ivan, he's still over. He's 325,900. So he's got 1,000 over. So yeah, that's about where we're at. Other than the ship won't move, so we got to get her moving. And I know how to do that. But like I said, first let's go get rid of some of this carry weight.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken. You have many names. Let's add ship's captain to the list once we get this thing moving, shall we?
Yes, and I'm also for Act 2. I'm not going to do the silly Loshe voice. Probably thinking is, more annoying at this point than anything. So, bear with me. I do not sound like Loshe, but this is what we'll have to do. Yes, I can't wait to get moving. What's the destination?
Driftwood, of course. Little fishing village. Not very welcoming, but you'll brighten it up, I'm sure. Got family near there. Not the adventuring types. For the best, really. Meister Siva's there too. My leader. Our leader. She held the Seekers together when we had every reason to fall apart.
Meister Siva. What makes her so special anyway?
Think of her as a teacher. The powers of the Seven stir in you. She'll reveal them to you. Show you how to manipulate them.
Okay. I heard you had a spat with a Malady.
I won't let the fallen be forgotten. I'd be no better than Dallis, no better than Alexander, if I just tossed their remains into the sea. To think that whelp spawned from greatness. He deserves no better fate than his silent monks. All this blood. Children ripped from families. Seekers ripped from me. He's down there now, guarded like some precious jewel, rather than leashed and flogged like the dog he is. Amazing to think those of us in the Order once assumed the gods were with him, and only him. That was before we found the others.
Others? What do you mean?
Other Godwoken. When Lucian died, we waited, and waited some more. Alexander never rose to divinity. Then we started to find more like him. We weren't the only ones who noticed either. Not every Godwoken we found was alive. And so the Seekers were born. We found Godwoken, housed them, fed them. I loved them like family. I was naive. But let's leave the past in the past and reach for what's ahead.
Okay. So he has 3123 and whoa. Got double that. Alright, so more expensive lighter items first. Yeah, we're there. Okay, good enough.
Keep Lucian close, Godwoken.
Okay, so no, not up there. Oh, Ifan wants to talk.
Ifan looks anxious, an unfamiliar look on the lone wolf. Stepping closer, he whispers urgently in your ear.
I know who's hunting Godwoken. It's the lone wolves.
Does that mean you're going to kill me now?
He smiles at you, but his expression is grave.
We're both Godwoken. We're on the same side.
What about the contract? What more does he know about that?
It's been making the lupine rounds for a while now. Big money for anyone who succeeds in taking out a Godwoken. And I mean big money.
Well, if you have my back, I have yours.
Deal. In the meantime, let's keep a lower profile.
Okay. All right. So, the next fight coming up, the Dallis fight. It's similar in the other fight that we had with Dallis in Fort Joy, in the same regard that we can't kill Dallis. She's the main figurehead throughout the whole story. So she will live on, but we want her to retreat. That's what we want her to do. So to get that to happen, it takes a little bit of prep work on our part. And this is how I plan and prepare for this fight. So now that Loshe can handle using this staff, which I did find, by the way, down in the bookshelf. It's an air staff, but it has 2 intelligence. And so I need the intelligence more than the air damage. Then we can take the 2-handed mace and send that back to Fane. With that being said, I can now add water damage to it. So let's split these mediums. And we can make a large one, just like we did with the masterwork. They all work the same. 2 mediums and a pixie dust. And we make a large frost rune. Okay, so now manage runes. We can just drop that right in it. And so now we have 4 to 5 water damage added. So not too shabby. Okay. So getting ready for this next fight. Let's just start right here with some scrolls. And I need some more teleportation scrolls. And I know that feathers is an ingredient. I just haven't showed how to make it. And why we took all the pillows from the captain's hideout. You combine the pillow with a knife. And, you know, it's not unreasonable to come up with a feather. Okay, so that's first. And then I'm going to take the high quality air essence and a sheet of paper. And instead of the knife, I want the chanterelle. And then I come up with a nether swap scroll, which is really cool to swap places with a friend, foe, or even an object. So yeah, these are pretty handy. Now I wanted to make this first before I made the teleportation scrolls, because if you just go to recipes and you go to grimoire and you go teleportation, it's going to grab the high quality air essence first and just burn it up on you. So just beware. Okay, so now let's go back to the scrolls and these source orbs. And why we grab those is so that for this fight, we have source orb, animal scales, and then some more paper. And we craft a skin graft scroll, which this is another one of those that the scroll is better than the skill. And I say so because With the skill, it takes one action point and one source point. With this, it's 0. It costs nothing, and it resets your cooldowns. So, very nice. The last scroll that I want to make uses the high quality shadow essence, a piece of paper. You can remove both of those, and that disembodied hand that we got off of Griff. Combine that, and we make a grasp of the starved scroll, which is great in a pool of blood. So guess who's gonna get that one? That would be Fane. Okay, so I need to make the other 3 skin graft scrolls, which I can do right now. There we go. So we got our paper, we got our scrolls, and we now have 7 teleportation scrolls. That's plenty for this fight. And we got our... Okay, so now Loshe is pretty well ready to go. I don't think there's any other skills that she needs. No. So let's move on. Let's go down. Let's do Fane. First of all, we will have him put the reckoning back in his hands. We're going to send that back to Loshe. And then he's got Grasp of the Starved Scroll. I did find Steamland skill book down in the chest in the States room by Tarquin. And this is a scroll that, as a Hydro Sophist, I'm not a big fan of. However, it is great for making another scroll, not a scroll, but a skill book for Fane, which is going to be much later, but we're gonna tuck that one away. Okay, so now we do need to make him a different kind of skill book. That's going to take 1 Pyro book and 1 Necro book. One has to be a source book, and we're going to combine these 2. And there we go, ignition. And so we make a mass corp explosion skill book. That way, if we have multiple bodies around an area and we set this guy off, well, then it's like a domino effect. Boom, 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 boom. So I want him to learn this right now. And then we're going to go to his skills, and we're going to remove the bloated corpse. And so this takes 2 memory slots because it's a source skill. And we need blood rain, or raining blood. And I would like infect. Yeah. Okay. Then we're going to go to Sibyl. And with her, I need to manage runes. I need to take out the small masterwork. And I have a large masterwork. And we're going to put that in there. And so her daggers do 17 to 19. And oh, look, they're the same. Okay. And then last but not least, let's do Ifan here. We need to change. We don't need the bartering gear anymore. So we're going to put his crit gear on. Kind of what I call it. And I need to manage runes. We need to take that one out and put in medium. Yeah. That way he's got 4%. And look at a total of 44. It's pretty good. Really good. Okay. Next thing we need to do is have Fane talk to the dragon figurehead.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea.
I notice a mark on the side of the figurehead. It's a living scar, used to enslave elves.
At that moment, the ship serendipitously creaks beneath you, almost like it is acknowledging your observation.
And so we're going to sing the song from the tome that we found below.
The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallis. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master?
I like number 2 here. You can pick whatever you want, but in the next fight we get a boost from her. So answer number 2. No, I am no slaver. I wish for the ship to be free and hope that you will help me in return.
You are kind, but I can never be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be guided. Let me take you wherever you wish. We can depart as soon as you are ready.
I want to know more about the ship.
Ask. I am here to serve in all ways.
I've heard of live wood that came from the ancestor trees of the elven homeland, but those forests were sacrificed in the wars of the previous generation.
Sacrifice must be made willingly. Our home was stolen from us. Magisters destroyed our way of life to end the war they started. Then they uprooted me, and they tore me apart and turned me into this monstrosity.
I sense great pain, the loss of rich elven life and afterlife, torn apart and scattered throughout the beams and mass of a warship.
The bow of the ship creaks downwards on the swell of the ocean. In the breeze above you, the faintest hint of what might have been a melancholy sigh.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as an ancestor tree, in a beautiful forest surrounded by kin of both flesh and root. But that time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away. My memories were lost, like the leaves from my branches.
I've heard enough for now. It's time to prepare to sail.
Of course. Wherever there is sea, I will endeavor to bring you. Consult with your companions and set a course.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail?
No, be on your way.
Please, don't go.
Okay, so we need to come back and grab our companions. Yeah. Okay. So let's go talk to Malady.
Killed the Divine's mewling spawn, have you? I don't blame you. But we've got to move then. The order will be upon us soon.
The ship is active and ready to sail.
A slow, toothless smile stretches across her face.
To driftwood, then.
So here they say to make sure you grab the companions that you wanna grab with you. It's time.
It most certainly is. Forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the God-woken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship, kill my bishop, and force me to take flight. But I fear you've chosen the wrong side of history.
We are ready, mistress.
Yes, but are they?
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform admirably.
Very well. Show me. Goodbye, sorcerers. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You, act!
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You'll need to buy me time. Show us what you can do, Godwoken.
Godwoken? Parasites, rather.
I'll take care of it, mistress. You more than just a metaphor, shall we?
Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
That burning. It's like a bomb in my belly, ready to burst.
Okay, like I mentioned before, we need Dallis to retreat. And in doing so, we get 3,600 XP. However, that will not trigger if we kill everyone. Yeah, we gotta let one, either a silent monk or a silent watcher or a weaponized monk, one of these kind, we gotta let live. And then we need to take out all the rest before we have Dallis retreat, because if she retreats too early and we don't have all these guys gone, then we miss out XP too. So it has to be kind of carefully orchestrated. This cloak figure, you're not going to kill him. Don't even try. You get 0 XP points. Just we'll just pretend like he's not even there. Okay, so let's have Ifin jump up top. Oh, and then all the seekers, they would have been bunched up here and then in this ball of flame and died. So that is why, you know, when the first time I played the game and I saw that, I'm like, oh no. And then I'm like, okay, I now know why it's okay to kill them ahead of time if this is their final outcome anyway. That's my justification. Okay, so Dallis, we need to start stripping away that physical armor. She has a lot. And to do so, I'm going to... Oh good, I got a crit. We'll use Barrage, and hopefully we can get a crit. Nope, did not. Alright. So this Silent Watcher jumps up here, and he'll do this every time. So this is the one that I just let live and just say, okay dude, you can go about your business. Alright, so now Loshe, jump up on this platform. And now we need to start bunching all of them up down there. So let's grab, we'll start with Dallis. We're just going to throw her right about there. And then we're going to use Adrenaline.
I'm ready.
And then we're going to grab, with the teleportation scroll, grab this Geist and throw him right there. Good. Okay, and this is why we got skin graft scrolls. Let's do a skin graft.
Glory is mine.
Adrenaline. And then let's pick up this weaponized monk here. Oh, yeah, right about there. Okay, and then we got to do another one. Then we'll pick up this silent monk after Adrenaline, of course. Right there. Throw him down. Okay, and now we're going to use another one. Another skin graft scroll.
I'll yield to none.
take this Geist and just kind of get him closer. And then we will just use one of our Winter Blast scrolls. Good. Wow, got a lot of crits there.
You will not take me again, Dallis.
This is what I'm saying. By the second option, we get a real boost, a boon of vengeance from her, and you can see the perks that we get, especially the 8 to wits. Ifin blew up. All right, so he's going to use Ricochet on Dallis. Ooh, 3 crits. Wow. That doesn't make sense. You freeze them and then you try to get them on fire.
That's burning. It's like a bomb in my belly.
Okay. So I'm gonna have Fane jump down, and then I want him not to be close. I want him to cast Spread Your Wings. He needs a height advantage, so I'm gonna try to get him up by Loshe.
Yield to none.
And then we're going to use Raining Blood. Boy. Yeah. And then he's going to use Haste. Okay. So now we need Sibyl to... Can she reach Dallis from there? Yeah, she can. And then we're going to have her not do Whirlwind. Fan of Knives. I don't want to do Whirlwind because of the oil barrel right there. Do though. We use Battle Stone. Oh, very nice. And then let's have her just go right straight across. Then jump back over there. Okay, Iffin's gonna cast Haste. Oh, target too far. Yeah, he is. That's okay. Let's see. Can you kill him? You might be able to. One more. Nice. Okay, and then we could use Marksman Fane, Fang on Dallis. They're not having a good day. Boy, I tell you. Oh. Like I said, we'll just let this one go. Oh, miss. Oh, Fane blew up. Okay, so now we should have at least one dead one down there, right? And it's going to be a really mess. Oh, that's okay. Let's use one. And he'll be able to use grasp with a star. And then we need throwing knife. Yeah, you can't go very far.
Silence the demon! She must be stopped!
Yeah, see, Dallis is almost. She is almost down there to where we need her. She is below 500. But okay, he's got a couple shots, so this will work out good. Let's. Oh, one more. Come on. Very good. So we got the one left. So what do we think's going to happen now? How about a sky shot to the face?
Come! We must retreat! You are formidable to break between us. Respect to you.
Damn, I'm good.
She stole our thunder.
With the help of the half-demon malady, the Godwoken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet sour smell of decay suddenly punctures them.
I think I've been here before.
A faint creaking sounds in the distance.
Okay, so we're back in the Hall of Echoes. You can see the tree down here, and it's got all of the gods tied up. So what we want to do is we want to run down this path. And then we want to jump across. And then up here for a free high quality tormented soul. And then we want to go through the portal.
Must be a way across.
And then we go across the bridge.
Are those the gods? What's wrong
And
with them?
in this scenario, Rallic is the human god. So we want Loshe. She's going to cast Bless on Rallic. So you can see now that we're at level 10, we get an extra memory slot. Very good. Okay, cast Bless on Rallic.
What are you up to now, my dear? Better to leave those lost souls be. They can't help us.
You're back.
You look scared. Why are you scared? The gods are indisposed. This is our hour. Soon enough, we'll become divine.
Divine? Is that the end point of all this?
But of course, you're Godwoken after all. To ascend is your birthright. And now that you and I are joined, it's mine too. The gods are on the decline. There's room at the top. Room for us. We ought to be grateful that fool of a Lucian squandered his chance.
The gods aren't my enemy. You are.
Its iridescent eyes change shape and flash with greenish flames. It clenches its fists, and the dreaded feeling inside you wells. It's trying to seize control. Suddenly, the feeling vanishes. The figure relaxes.
That hurts me, you know. I do all I can for you. I give you every power available to me. I make you great, and you fear me. But it doesn't matter. I will continue to care for you, to love you, no matter what you think.
This isn't love. This is the opposite of love.
Call it what you want. The point is, we are bound together, forever. The sooner you get used to that, the greater we will become. You feel it, don't you? That burning cold. That's the void. It's coming here. It's coming for the gods. And it'll come for you too. This isn't the moment for making enemies. Remember that.
All right.
The same troubled look is visible on each face. You've seen the gods beaten and defiled, strung up as a warning.
Rallick should be my god too, but he doesn't speak to me. Even a desperate god doesn't see me as his companion or champion.
The void has been pushed back before by the power of mortals. The gods couldn't handle it, but maybe we can.
I had dreams of what I should say if I saw the Seven Lords once more. But that was a nightmare.
What can yet be blessed can yet be restored. One way or another, Divinity will survive. Through all of you and all of me.
Okay. So, just like in the Fort Joy fight, when Dallis retreats, she dropped the Reckoning. Well, this time she drops the Blazing Justice.
Nice.
And the Radiant Aegis. I really like these two pieces together. I think they're amazing. The only problem with it is we will be so over leveled when we are ready to fight that these won't be as any use to us. However, I'm going to hang on to them, and I will show you later when we can upgrade those how good they are and what boost they get. Okay, anyway. So we need to go below decks again. All the way down to the Alexander cage. And there's Malady.
Where have you been? I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go.
All right, I'm ready.
Brace yourself. This might hurt. A lot.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast. The Godwoken were alive, but what of the gods?
Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into your body all at once, and bright sunlight stings your eyes. As your eyes adjust, you realize you're still aboard the Lady Vengeance. A gust of fresh sea air caresses you, and warm sunshine prickles your skin.
One moment, please. Oh, just a moment.
Malady explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body.
Ew.
At last, she sneezes and expels a glob of something shiny and silver onto the deck. It wriggles quickly off the siding and plummets into the sea with a splash.
Better. Let's not do that again anytime soon.
What exactly happened back there?
Well, we needed to escape, didn't we? So I took us the one place I was quite certain Dallis couldn't follow. I suppose you recognized the Hall of Echoes from those visions you'd had before. Realm of the dead, realm of divinity. I do hope you learned something useful on our little field trip.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that doesn't seem to be the case. I only met the thing in my head again, and he was gloating over the condition of the gods.
Condition? What do you mean?
We describe everything we saw and heard in the Hall of Echoes.
I see. So, the gods were bound and cursed by the void, and the thing inside you, the very powerful thing inside you, told you you need to become the next divine. Well then, it sounds like you need to ascend, doesn't it? And quickly.
She inspects her fingernails with great attention, then looks up at you from under an arched eyebrow.
Did it mention how you were meant to become the next divine?
No, it was vague on that point.
Well, luckily for you, Mama Malady is here to help. We already know you can bless, but as far as I know, you can neither see source nor take it as you see fit. I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that any godwoken worth their salt will know how to perform all these so fantastic feats. You need to go see the Meister.
Okay. And where can I find this Meister?
She's got one of those things in Driftwood, you know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it. Home, that's it. She's got a home in Driftwood. Give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you and she'll handle the rest. You're at the beginning of a long journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly interesting. Now, I must be going, and so must you.
So how do we get to shore?
Why, our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly fun?
And where are you off to?
Shopping. One more word, Loshe. I'm concerned about you. Other Godwoken meet with one of the 7. You've been meeting up with an apparition from your own mind. That isn't good.
Okay, tell me something I don't know.
To choose just one from such a vast ocean of possibilities.
Oh boy.
But the matter at hand. There's a fellow I'd like you to seek out. He might be able to help you. Last I heard, he's on business outside the Blood Moon Island to the north of Driftwood. He's a demonologist. Jehan by name.
A demonologist? So do you think I have a demon inside me?
Oh, darling. This is a demon. This is a Demon. Let's hope Jehan can help. Good luck, Loshe. You'll certainly need it. If I'm not back by the time you find out where our journey takes us next, you can call me back here. Tell the ship. She'll know how to summon me. And in the unlikely case you don't manage to do whatever it is you'll need to do to become what you need to become, you could call me, but I would be grateful if it doesn't come to that.
Okay. So we got to level 10. And let's take care of that now before we talk to the others. Let's start with Ifan here. So at level 10, like I said, you get one more memory slot, but you also get another point for a civil ability. And we're going to give that point to Ifan in bartering. And then it's going to be pretty straightforward. Another point in warfare, and then 2 points into finesse. Fane, his will go into thievery. And then also warfare. And then 2 points into intelligence. And then with Seville, she's at Lore Master 5, and that's the best you can get. So I'm going to give her a second job of Lucky Charm, and we'll just put a point there. Also Warfare, and Finesse. 2 points into Finesse. And then Loshe, we're going to put that point into Persuasion. And then I'm going to continue with Hydrosophist. And then a point into Strength and a point into Wits. Yeah. Carry weight becomes a huge factor for me. Sometimes I just carry way too much. But that's how it is. You don't know what you know or need when the time comes. Okay, so now let's talk to Han.
Hello again. That's twice now you've saved my skin. And I think it's time to start repaying the favours. I could fetch some stuff you need, maybe. Ma always said I was a great runner.
Okay, I could certainly use a thing or two. So, Han here, at every level up, you pick an item for him to go get for you. And the list is long. I mean, and they're good stuff. However, I ask him to get intestines.
Sure thing. I'll start hunting that down right away. Don't wait up.
And the reason why I do is for chemical warfare grenades that I can sell. And intestines just doesn't drop that much. Okay, next is Gareth. We need to talk to him again.
Hail, friend, and remember, in Lucian's love there can be no wrong.
What are your plans?
Paradise awaits, my friend. Not an actual paradise, of course. I don't think there's such a place in all of Rivellon. Paradise Downs. My parents still sow the soil there. And if the Order hadn't called me to its ranks, I'd still call their farm my home. I miss it. I miss them. They've been forever understanding of my duty. But I admit, I've been neglectful. I have some wrongs to right.
Okay, and so what's next for you and him?
I expect Malady has an answer to that. It seems she's got it all in hand.
Do you really gotta quote Lucian so often?
Only as often as I need his guidance, Godwoken. When I invoke Lucian's words, I invoke his deeds too. He stood for the defenseless when the Black Ring rose up. For all of us. For my mother, my father.
Gareth's nostalgia lasts for just a moment longer. He composes himself, clears his throat, and waits for your next question.
Okay, so what we want to do, we still have a whole bunch of stuff that we can sell. And I would like Ifin. Okay, we can finally kind of drop these bags down as well. This is the arrow bag. So I want to put the arrows back up top. And now they won't become scrambled eggs for a while. Not until we leave this place. Then they become scrambled eggs again. So that bag is empty. Crafting. And then items.
Expert warriors for hire, all seasoned in combat. They won't let you down.
So now his bartering is at 10. So we'll have Loshe talk to
Hail,
him.
friend, and remember, in Lucian's love there can be no wrong.
So he only has 2869 this time. And we're still way over. 175, yeah, no. Okay, good enough. So next we want to go talk to Tarquin.
I hadn't realized I was in such illustrious company when we met before. Most fascinating, the things I've been hearing about you.
What have you heard about me?
That you're, how did Malady put it again? A Godwoken. Yes, that's it. Quite remarkable if it's true.
Does this alter your opinion of me somehow?
Tarquin pauses, taking you in. Genial smile and calculating eyes.
Most people are too sentimental to admit that friendship is a transaction. I am not. I'm sure we can both be of use to each other.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. You can let me know if you need anything.
Marvelous. Great things abound in our future, I'm sure.
I'd like to do some trading. Okay, so now Tarquin has a whole new set of source orbs that we could buy. But I'm going to hold off on buying those. I will be in the runes. What's the read to? What does Fane have? Thievery two-handed. Yeah, that would be better. Okay. wish that had crit chance that was added to that. That would be really good. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. It's air again, but that's all right. We're gonna grab it. Okay, so let's give him. Just give him money. Makes it easy. We're gonna take our leave. Okay, so now we're board the sloop and Reaper's Coast. Here we are.
Here we are, Reaper's Coast. We made it.
Something on your mind?
The hunt, like always. To be Godwoken is all well and good, but above all, I've yet to find the Master. Somewhere further inland, Roost Anlon breathes. All I have to do now is pick up his scent and make his last breath worth my while.
Okay, and then so that'll be the next episode is where we pick up from here and we begin Act 2 with all its endeavors. And so I want to thank you all for watching this with me and hanging out with me today, and I hope everybody has a great day. We'll see you on the next one. All right, take care. Bye.